Yeah, that was the first upload. Was that that song was the first one of mine.
Yeah.
And it just took off, and we had no idea it would become so popular. It's been amazing, and it's really changed my life. Made it possible for me to go out and play music. But so like in that song though, some of the percussive ideas and stuff, some of that was sort of influenced by Preston Reed, that guitar player I mentioned, banging on the guitar body. And of course that goes back to flamenco, sort of, Spanish style guitar as well. But like in that tune, I play over the top of the guitar neck with my left hand, sort of hammering on these chords down here, and then also coming up and doing percussive ideas here. So you can get sort of a cool clapping sort of sound there.
Okay.
And sort of a higher pitch sort of bongo sound, you could say there.
Okay.
And that's kind of what's going on there with the left hand, like in the main sort of part of that song. And the right hand does melodic ideas, where I tap notes and pluck notes.
Okay.
So in there I come over for a little triplet there. Those kind of things. So the right hand, like I'll tap notes and keep them sort of held down and ringing out, and then pull off there. That's what happens there. Then I do a down strum. So whenever I do strumming on the acoustic guitar, I usually go down with the back of my nails and then up with a thumb.
Oh.
Yeah. So like on that. So those are some of the techniques in that tune. And there's also a section where I just do strumming, and so there it goes with the the right hand going down and up. One other technique I do that's maybe interesting for the viewers is a technique called a slap harmonic, where it's just sort of create a harmonic with the right hand by hitting the strings right along a harmonic note, like the 12th fret, or you can do the 7th fret as well. So like in that strumming section, just like that. And before that, I kind of do a pull off with my left hand. I'm also kind of getting a kick drum sort of sound there too. That kind of thing, yeah. So those are, some of the stuff in drifting, I guess, that people can associate with my sort of style.
Oh yeah. And how do you control your tapping, your melody line, your bass? Because it's very, very hard when you're tapping and
right, yeah, it's a bit unusual on the acoustic guitar to get used to tapping. Of course, I tried it on the electric guitar first, learning like Eruption, and things like that. But
still play it?
A little bit, but mostly acoustic now. But so like going to try it on the acoustic guitar was a little bit difficult. You have thicker strings, they're not as light as the electric guitar. So, but it just took a lot of practice, and like when I was doing the tapping over here, sometimes I'll put my middle finger on top of the index finger.
Oh, okay, for making
more strength.
Harder,
yeah. And on the right hand, I keep my thumb like on the guitar neck up here, and it sort of acts as a counter to the index finger coming down. So rather than just trying to do that, if you have your thumb here, it really helps. And then you can pull it off like that. So it just took some practice, and I keep my nails short. A lot of acoustic guitar players have long nails.
Yeah.
So, but for me, it was like doing the tapping stuff. The nails really got in the way for me. So I keep it short and just use come down at like a 90-degree angle. That.
When you play by this right hand, do you have a problem with our nail?
No, not really. I guess it's not as the attack is softer because I don't have a nail, but you know, I do have my thumbnail long a little bit though, so that helps there. So just the whole thing. It's a little bit of a different tone, I guess, because I don't have the nails, but it's okay. I'm used to it. That's just the way I started, you know. So I don't have those on the right hand.
Come you opening act for the Dream Theater?
Well, actually, I met John Petrucci.
Okay.
This is back like in 2005. And it was before YouTube still, actually. And I got to play a little bit, you know, acoustic guitar for him. He was like, wow, that's really cool. And, you know, so we stayed in touch a little bit. And, you know, we kept meeting up at different places. And anyway, back in November of last year, he sent me an email. He was like, you want to do some shows? And I was like,
wow.
Yeah. So it was, you know, I've been a fan of Dream Theater for almost 20 years. When Pull Me Under came out, and I was just like, it's like a dream come true. So it's really cool to be out.